Memes control the market. And what does this mean? So they say that memes control the market due to the fact that if you are trying to get a point across to a group of people who are stoners, then you kind of have to put it in a funny way. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. So if you can find a funny way to get the point across, then you can get the point across, but you don't have to necessarily offend anyone or have blowback where someone can say that you're a hater. So just like politics and just like marketing in general, people will do these sketches or do these different campaign things to be able to influence a decision out of you. What this is propaganda. And when you're targeting the stoner community, if you are trying to get an idea across and you make it in a funny way that is good enough for them to share it or at least agree with it enough where they hit that like button and continue to follow along, then you have the opportunity of controlling what they think is okay or what they think is bad. Of course, through the memes, you could also just build the interest of a certain item without even saying that it's good or saying that it's bad. Of course, this only works if you're doing it well and consistently. If you are just throwing a meme up here and there and it's half-assed, not good, then no one's really going to pay attention to it. But if you are consistently posting these memes, then you can almost have a grip on the market that is going to allow you access to sell promos and sell different sorts of things that are you advertising product. Most growers or brands are not going to have the time to be able to do this, so there is a very small group of people who have this privilege. For example, we could look at the Instagram account Fear of Terps. This is an account where we can see that they clearly are selling collabs. They're selling the promo ability, and this is definitely something that muddies the water on what people are going to be able to think is good or bad. In this situation, we see that this has led to brands that he's promoted and put his name behind have been exposed for different things that he goes against. The situation with Sheesh, where he was using these things that he claimed to not be using, very much makes it so you see that people's opinions can be bought out, and at the end of the day, sometimes it is all about the money. So this makes us realize, are memes actually controlling the market? Definitely. I would say that it is a very smart and strategic form of marketing, so it could be used properly, it could be used very well, but it also could be used to victim blame, where you are using the memes to make someone feel shamed enough to buy your stuff. What I mean by that is, if you were to tell someone that this stuff is no good for long enough and it's a gullible person, they might just believe you. But it's also possible someone could be using this and stating facts along with it to make a point. So it definitely takes self-awareness to see through this to an extent, but it also is something that we can definitely see being played on the game. When someone is using a laugh to get a sale, it is something we should be aware of. At the end of the day, this is something that we have seen with White Ash. We've seen it with I Only Smoke for Taste and other victim blaming things where they try to pin you into this box and say that you aren't able to get stuff that is checking these boxes, when sometimes those boxes don't necessarily matter whatsoever. When it comes to White Ash, I just did a video on this. This is something that you can achieve through manipulating the plant and really harming the plant overall. So it is definitely not a sign that it is good, and it is definitely a sign of sneaky tobacco strategies. So it is definitely something we have to be aware of. This is something that we are consuming and putting into our bodies. So if we are going to be doing that, we probably should be fully aware of who is giving it to us or how it's being grown. At the end of the day, it's very similar to food, and food is definitely in a bad place right now in America, but we got to keep our lungs in a safe spot. Cancer is a real thing, and we got to be safe. So much appreciation and much love for anyone that is trying to better educate themselves in a manner that they can make sure that they are getting the best and not doing it where they're just trying to smoke whatever that is going to harm you, and it is what it is. So much love to everyone that is being smart about this.